Congratulations on the win. I'm with Kids Scoop Media. Great job in the game. How does it feel to win and move on to the playoffs in front of 22,000 fans?
It feels really amazing. We have thought about this moment since our first game, since our first day of preseason, which was like 8 or 9 months ago. So it's really special to get to make the playoffs and be at home in front of our fans. And it was kind of a crazy day because there were so many teams that were so close, and we were all just trying to win and get the final spot. So it was really, really exciting and special.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
How closely were you guys watching the other games? Did you know what you needed to do? Because it came down to a couple of microwaves.
Yeah, I mean, we had no idea. I mean, it's impossible to know. We're just trying to win and score as many goals as we can. We know that there were a lot of people close on points. We know that goal differential was important. So the goal was just to focus on ourselves, go out, do what we could do, score as many goals as we could, and win the game.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi Sarah, congratulations first of all. My question is, just checking in with you, how does it feel to get the Iron Woman title a year after?
It feels really good, but also it kind of just feels like what I came here to do and why I wanted to be out here in LA and play for this team. And so it was definitely an expectation I had for myself coming back from injury. And you know, some injuries are out of your control and you can't always control everything that happens, but it's great to be able to lead the team from center back and to be kind of like that rock every game. It's special.
Question for both of you. Becky's always said she wanted you guys to be the best version of yourselves in a game. What does that mean, and how did you guys sort of deliver that today?
I think for me, at least, like being the best version of yourself is just kind of being in the flow of everything, going out there and bringing to the table what to bring, not trying to be somebody else out there on the field, but really putting in all the work for yourself and for your teammates.
Sir?
Yeah, I mean, going off that, it's so easy to get caught up in what other people are doing and what other players are doing in your position and kind of looking beyond the game and looking beyond yourself. And so, like you said, Emma, getting into the flow of the game and just focusing on being yourself and doing what you do. And I mean, that really is what makes our team so special and what puts us together as a team.
Hey guys, congratulations. This was a real test for this team. This is the first real success this team has had getting to the playoffs. You come into a game that you have to win against the #1 team in the league, and you come out with a performance like that. Talk a little bit about your approach, how you guys got into that mindset to be able to dominate the way you did, and just an assessment of the performance itself.
Well, I kind of feel like, and we've talked about this in the locker room, the last 12 games or so for us have been must-win games because of where we were just a few months ago and how we were kind of on a losing streak. So coming into this game, we already knew, the mentality we had to put on and what we had to do to perform. And then I also just feel like it's a little bit of poetic justice for us. We didn't forget what it was like to go into Portland and have them tie up the game in the final minute with their goalie a few months ago, and then even the Challenge Cup game where they came back to win. And so, that kind of puts a chip on your shoulder even more. You have to win, and then you're playing a team that did that to you. So this was like a really special game for us, I think.
I think it was crazy for me because I haven't even played Portland yet this season. I've been dealing with injury, sickness, this year has been crazy for me. But I think the biggest thing, like how you said, these last 12, 13 games, it has definitely been a test for us to kind of stay as together as possible. And that was the biggest thing today, is just bringing the energy for everybody, not just yourself, that we're looking at something bigger. And that when we play our best and we play like we did today, that we could beat any team in the league, and we showed that tonight.
And then talk to us about that first goal and how it affected the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think the first 15 minutes were a little scary.
We didn't have the ball.
Yeah, we didn't have the ball, not once, but it's okay. We kind of just took a breath, and I think with some of the water breaks that we had, we needed to regroup, and we knew that once we get a hold of the ball, not to force anything, not to kind of force anything down one side. And when we got that big switch of play, which was key for us into attacking, or let our wingers do their thing. And I just kind of saw the space and I took it, and I saw Bigsby cheating off our line. I was like, okay. So I just hit it back post. And that was the momentum we needed.
Hi both. It's been an incredible turnaround over the past couple of months. Do you think Becky Tweed should win Coach of the Year after this?
Yeah.
I mean, she's only lost one game. Can any other coach say that?
And it's the type of coach she is too. Like, it's exactly what we needed to kind of switch everything around. We needed someone to push us. We needed to have someone that we knew or knew how to pull out of us what we knew that we could do, kind of as players and individuals. And Becky has that little grit to her that she knows kind of how much we can take and how much we can handle. And it showed tonight.
Some good goals tonight, but I have to ask you about Sid's goal tonight. What were your reactions? You had being back out, what did you guys see, and talk about Sid's goal?
I'm really happy for Sid. She obviously has been, coming back from different injuries throughout the year, and so it's been tough for her at times, and just to see her out there being herself, being the best version of herself, as we keep saying, was really special. And she's a close friend of mine, a close teammate of mine, so I've kind of seen, her struggles, and to see her shine and be herself again in the most important moments was a special moment.
It was crazy. We literally just talking about that at practice the other day. She tried to do that when we were doing crossing and finishing. We're like, Sid, it's gonna come. Don't you worry about it. And then what happened today? She did it. She saw the chance and she took it, and that's what Sid does best. So it is amazing to be on a field with a player like her.
Good afternoon, Sarah Gorden. Good afternoon to you and your teammate. I got a throwback for you. On Angels Wear Boots, I asked the question of what is Angel City FC's greatest positive impact for women's soccer? Now that question's getting updated. What's the greatest positive impact that you can count on your teammates towards improving your playing style and making victories like this a mission accomplished? And the same thing for your teammate as well. What can you always depend on Sarah Gorden for making victories like this always a guarantee?
Wait, I'm sorry. It was such a long question. Wait, can you simplify it?
So, for an example, the cliche goes, teamwork makes the dream work. So, what can you depend on your teammates towards getting yourself to really be good focus, good busy, for making good victories like this come true?
Well, I think that for me, I'm like a very energy, passion player. So when I see, when I look to my left and I see MA make a big time play, like the goal she had, or I see, Amadine in front of me make a huge tackle, that pumps me up and really gets me into the moment. And so I think my teammates, seeing them, take on big moments inspires me, and it helps me play better.
I completely agree with that. I also feel like energy is one of the biggest things for our team. You can kind of tell when the energy is completely low with everybody that we're not really getting stuff done. But once we can kind of hold each other's hands and kind of pull each other up when we have to, we can really do some great things.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a question. It's for the both of you. We went into halftime up 2-0. Is there anything that Becky was harping on in the locker room? Mainly to keep your foot on the gas and not let up.
I think that was exactly what she said, because she actually said those words. Exactly. Keep your foot on the gas and don't let up, because goal differential mattered in this game. And we also knew they had some great players coming off the bench. Yeah. So it was no time to, come out feeling cocky or feeling like the game was over. Yeah. So that was exactly what she said. Keep your foot on the gas, keep going, and
yeah, pretend it's 0-0, honestly. I think that was the biggest thing is, I think too, at halftime, going up can be sometimes dangerous because you get too chill or too relaxed. And you can't do that in a league like this. So I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was her saying just 0-0, just play, keep going, keep scoring. We just gotta start from scratch.
Congratulations.
Yeah, earlier this week, Allie Riley told us that she wanted her team, you guys, to show that you guys are gritty, not just from the outside, a Hollywood team. Do you guys feel like you showed that tonight, and was that an emphasis coming into today?
Yeah, I think that's a big staple for our team, in general. Grittiness, also Becky has really tried to pull that out of us in training, and she wants kind of how you train is how you play in the game. So I think it's the small things, from making big time tackles to just doing your small defensive roles to really just following through stuff. And yeah, I think grittiness is a big thing for us.
Yeah, I think it's defined us for the past, few months, is being gritty. So, I know we're in Hollywood, but we've never, ever played like that, especially the last few months. We've had some scrappy games, we've gotten some scrappy wins, and that's really who we are. Yeah.
Absolutely, and then my other question is, next game you guys are going to be playing OL Reign. Kind of, what are your thoughts on that, initial thoughts on that matchup?
We're ready.
Let's go.
Question for both of you. You both said that Becky should win Coach of the Year. But, you know, that interim tag is still on her name. Do you think that should be taken away and given a full season at least running this team? Sorry to put you guys on the spot there, but.
I mean, Becky has done, can I say that first?
Yeah.
Becky's done fucking fantastic. Like, I don't know, like, just, you know, just look at what
She like knows how we work. Like she knows like the things that how she can say things to us and just kind of like how each different player works. Like it's you can even just tell at training that she's like very in tune with everyone individually, and that kind of helps as a collective because it helps us be able to talk to each other in certain ways or just kind of push each other or just kind of get through shit, the nitty and gritty, and that's what she does best.
That was something that was missing even last year or this year, you think? Or?
It was definitely missing, I think, before Becky took over. She's done a great job at holding us accountable, pushing us, and knowing when to, like, just managing players, she's done great at. And so, I mean, you've seen the difference.
I'm Vignola, Post American. Congratulations on the win. Savannah scored like a minute into the second half, and teams that like they tend to score in that like first 5 minutes, they tend to have the momentum go towards them. How important was that goal in terms of just keeping the momentum on your side?
Huge.
Really big. Really big.
All right, so with this table up front, we know defense wins games. MA, you were second in the team with recovery, second in the team with crosses attempted, and second in the team with chances created. Can you react to that?
Hi, both of you. Sarah here from the Women's Soccer Show. You guys were absolutely dominant down both outsides, but specifically down that left-hand line. What allowed you to exploit that left-hand side so much?
Are we talking tonight?
Tonight against Portland, yeah.
I mean, they were giving us the space,
Yeah.
like, their nine was letting us go, and then you were, just took the whole line.
Yeah, I just saw the space, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll take it. I know. But like, I don't know, I think it was a big thing for us tonight is kind of, because they play with 2 6s, so I think it was really big for us to like drag the players out. We couldn't just kind of play it around because we knew that they have the pace to kind of slide with us. So I think the biggest thing tonight was just kind of play with their forwards, see if they bite or not, and they bit most of the time. So it's just, okay, I'll take the space.
All right, last question for MA and Sarah.
So hello again, from Sheba FC, and our community has a question. What's up? So besides running with the Angels, obviously, what would be the theme song for this season and this victory?
Y'all passed the vibe check for sure. If you know me, you know what's up.